The 1910 meeting at Jekyll Island is one of the most significant events in the history of U.S. banking and finance, often referred to as the Jekyll Island meeting. Here's a summary of what happened. By the early 20th century, the U.S. banking system was chaotic, with frequent financial panics, most notably the Panic of 1907. The lack of a central bank and a coordinated monetary system was seen as a major issue. Bankers, financiers, and politicians debated how to stabilize the banking system and prevent future financial crises. In November 1910, a secret meeting took place on Jekyll Island, a private resort off the coast of Georgia. The meeting was highly confidential and involved some of the most powerful financial figures of the time. They met to draft a plan for banking reform, which would eventually lead to the creation of the U.S. Federal Reserve System. The group included 7 men, although the exact number and identities weren't fully revealed until years later. 1. Senator Nelson W. Aldrich, Republican senator from Rhode Island and chair of the National Monetary Commission. 2. A. Piat Andrew, Assistant Secretary of the Treasury. 3. Paul Warburg, a partner at Kuhn, Loeb Company, and a strong advocate for banking reform. 4. Frank Vanderlip, President of the National City Bank of New York, now Citibank. 5. Henry P. Davison, Senior Partner at J.P. Morgan Company. 6. Charles D. Norton, President of the First National Bank of New York. 7. Benjamin Strong, a representative of J.P. Morgan, later the first governor of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. These men represented major financial institutions and worked behind closed doors, keeping their discussions hidden from the public and the press. At Jekyll Island, the participants drafted a blueprint for a new central banking system which included features of European central banks. The plan aimed to prevent financial panics. A central bank would act as a lender of last resort. Stabilize the currency. The goal was to have a more elastic money supply that could respond to the needs of the economy. Create a unified banking system. A central authority would oversee and regulate banks. This plan eventually formed the foundation of the Federal Reserve Act, passed in 1913, establishing the Federal Reserve System, the central banking system of the United States. The secrecy of the meeting has fueled numerous theories over the years. Critics of the Federal Reserve often point to the Jekyll Island meeting as evidence of a small group of elites controlling the U.S. financial system for their own gain.